What is going on YouTube? My name is Bankrupt. Thank you for tuning in. And today we have SS4 taking on Beerus. I don't know why I completely blanked on that. That was my deck. Like always, there's buttons down below. Feel free to click them there for a reason. But let's get into it. And before we get into it, I will say around the 9-minute mark, there's a huge misplay. It is on my part. And I'll explain the thought process and why it happened. And how the game should have ended in that moment. We'll get there when we get there. For those who aren't familiar, because I don't think we've had Beerus on the channel yet. Beerus is a red-yellow deck. It's heavily, the purpose of it is mainly just arrival. The problem with it is the awaken, in my opinion, and the arrival stuff. And I'll explain why I say that in a second. But Beerus itself, on the leader side, both the front and back, for some reason, not the Z leader for some reason. I'm not sure why. But it does have a permanent where you negate energy exhaust skills on red, yellow, multicolored god cards in all area, which is kind of nice. Allows you to get the energy early on, what you need it to be. SS4 playing SS4 call and whiffing completely, which in the moment I was like, this is awesome. That's great. No extra resources for you. Beerus has an activate main where you can send one card from your hand to your Z energy, which allows you then to search the top 5 cards of your deck for up to 1 red god card and add to your hand, which is kind of nice. It helps you find any target you need for the rival engine because this deck has a lot. From the actual set itself, we had 1, I think 2, 3, 4, I think 5 cards total from this set. But then like we have older stuff such as actually 6, I think 6 targets look for. But then I have things such as like an old promo Beerus Divine Destroyer in my deck. There's also the set 16 red yellow god card. It normally costs 2 combo, but the Z-Unison in this deck allows you to combo for free. It has offering. Then there's set 8, I think, cards you could play as well. So like there's a variety of things you could go for this deck. Here you see I'm pulling that set 16 card now using the Whis effect by playing it, allowing you to search top 5 cards of your deck for a red god card. I think energy cost of 5 or less. Yeah. There's also the Oracle Fish in this deck as well. Both Whis and Oracle Fish have an activate main where if your leader is red Beerus or Whis and you send this card from your drop to your warp, use it to 1 red yellow multicolored battle card from your hand and combo if it skills negated. It also gets reduced 5k combo. Every card that came out this set has a 1 cost 10k combo to it, so it just makes it a 5k combo. It's a limit once we use once per turn, and you want to, as soon as you see it, you want to combo it as soon as possible. But where I didn't attack into him on my first turn because I didn't want him to awaken so quickly. But using the Goku Xeno card, he comboed after the Vegeta, it allows him to combo it. It allows him to place it into the Z energy if there was a Vegeta in the combo area, which is great. It allows him to awaken off the bat. And so much more fun things can occur here. This deck shows the true potential. This match kind of shows the potential of SS4 and how aggro it can be. And like I said, I didn't set him up for it. He was just able to pull it off naturally because of the cards themselves. So here we got the Overwhelm promo on board right now. And his Z-Unison. Combos at 25. And I'm like, okay. I have a super combo in my hand. I can combo this up. If I see a red-yellow card, it'll allow me to combo off the Whis afterwards. But because it was just a red card, it puts me to 20 to his 25. So now I need to combo 2 cards. And ultimately I decided just to take the damage instead of comboing off Whis and another card in my hand, which kind of hurt. We see him swinging with the Z-Unison, which with the leader's effect will give it a 5k boost, making it 20k on swing. And here I'm just double checking the activate main on Whis because like I said, my goal is to combo it off. The problem right now, I think in my hand, I have a lot of the multicolored cards. And like I said earlier, a lot of them are a 1 cost just to combo off. And I do not want to burn the Z energy the energy marker right now for it. Here he combos 25 and I'm like, yeah, I just gotta take it. This isn't looking good. But, at this point he's played, he's gotten 3 attacks in. He has 1 open energy. I'm looking for the pass here. But there is a card in his deck, and he's playing it right now. For 1 Black Energy, Union-Potara. There's no restriction to the cost. Playing this 30k double strike barrier blocker on board that will restand itself at the end of his turn. And I play this, I'm like, oh, was not expecting this so early. But I should have expected it because he did combo one off it, which tells me he had another one in hand. And then he does combo up to 35. And it's one of those things where I've played against Jason. He's the guy who's playing SS4 plenty of times. I've told him, like, what you gotta do against red a lot of times is get the combos in early if you're able to do that. Because if you're afraid of explosive dance slowing you down, combo stuff off, that way you're ready for it when it happens. So having like these cards coming off now, it's so important for him. And here I'm debating, like, what can I do? And I just take it. I could have burned another super combo, but unless I wanted to burn the energy marker, there was nothing much I could do here. Jason does pass turn here, and in a second we will have him resend his card. He mentions that he forgot to use the auto. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Just go ahead and do it. It's a locals game. Here I'm debating on which card also to remove using the leader's activate main to kind of search for another card to my hand. Because it comes down to, like, can I deal with the 35k on the board? Do I want to focus more on trying to burn his life or play out cheeky cards, just get something like protection out there? And here I'm using the ability now. I'm just, like I said, yeah, getting rid of the Beerus card right now. Search top 5, hoping to find something that would kind of benefit me to some degree. We do pull the Releasing the Power of the Gods in my hand, which is a dual attack. And when it's played, you draw 1 card and you can negative card by 15, which is nice, but it's not the card I think ultimately will help me this turn, because I do only have the few energy. And here's the problem I mentioned earlier with, well, at least what I feel like with Beerus. This is a rival deck. So you need energy to do the rival stuff. This leader's a kind of an old-fashioned style leader where you just draw 2 cards and go down to 6. And that kind of hurts a little bit because you have to pay at least 1 energy for the Whis on the board. So now you're down to 1. This deck isn't truly a heavy aggro deck. It's more of a pick and kind of poke and go type deck. Because, like, I'm going to have to swing with the leader, use the Unison's +1 effect to combo with a multicolor god card, then pay 1 energy to rival another card. Because Beerus on the Awakened side, when you use when one of your red yellow multicolor god cards is used in a combo, you add up to 1 card from your life. Then during the turn, next time you activate a rival, you reduce of a cost of 5. So it has to be Beerus's energy cost 5. You reduce it by 1 red. So I have to pay an energy if I want to play even a card. So it's almost like in your turn 2, if you're playing this aggro deck, just attack with a leader. If you want to combo a card off, cool. Then stop attacking. Because now I've expended both my actual energies and I got counterplayed. So the Beerus is gone. He has a counterplay on board, which warped it. And now I'm like, yeah, this is bad. Going into his turn 3, there is a moment that's about to happen, like I mentioned earlier. It's going to be a misplay. And the misplay derives from you can see it in my hand right now. The misplay comes from the idea that this is a red-yellow deck. And in the moment, I think I was kind of like flustered. Like, oh man, he just counterplayed my card. I got nothing to go for. Because the card I played is Blocker Revenge, so it has a way of protection. I went, this is a red-yellow deck. I'm just going to burn the energy marker and play Nimbus. This right here cannot happen because the leader is a red leader. So that energy marker is just red. It's not a red-yellow. It's just red. And I didn't even think, I'm currently trying to look for a rolling on my phone, actually. I was trying to hook up the Dragon Ball's Super Masters page. And I didn't feel like, I guess I didn't know the website top of my head. I was just like, Google Dragon Ball Super Master rules. And I just played Flying Nimbus. And yeah. So if him open with 3 energy, like this would most likely have been my final turn. Like the most I could have done was a super combo like I'm doing right now to protect myself, Whis +1 effect, and then pay the energy marker for an additional combo piece. But hey, Nimbus went through. I messed up. He swings the leader. I do combo out of that one. He still has his unison attack. He still has open energy for anything he wants to do. Here he's activating. He's playing this Vegeta SS4 Vegeta thwarting the Dark Empire. I do have a counterplay. I'm debating on playing it, and I'm looking. He immediately just said warp that card. I read the card's full effect, and then I'm like debating. Like, hang on a second. Let me do this real quick. I'm resolving something, and I will play Yamcha, Merciless Barrage, which will neg both his two cards by 15k. I just wanted the battle card he played to be weakened, and Yamcha will still get warped because the SS4 Vegeta is choose any number of your opponent's battle cards, and that add up a total entry cost of 4 or less, and send them to the owner's warp. And that is an auto when this card attacks. That's an auto when this card attacks, not when played. That would have changed things up. It doesn't matter. I played Nimbus. Who cares? We're moving on. I need to make sure he's aware of that. All right. So, but he is attacking here with the Unison. And I'm debating on using another super combo for in the moment. He does combo that card off instead. Yeah, I use the super combo, get a Whis to my hand. And then if I want to get an attack, I need to do another combo, which I end up comboing off the Whis now. So now I have the Whis in the drop for if I ever need to get that 5k combo out of the way. And here he paid 1 for a card I was not expecting either. It's a 1 of in his deck, I think. But SS3 thwarting, it's just good. It's a double strike. Here I neg it down using Wolfang Fist because like I don't want this to hit. And here I just combo out of it. And ultimately, I think this is going to be the end of his turn. I think he ended up passing here. Yeah, he uses the Unison's ability to pitch a card and then immediately get to draw a card. And once again, we pass, and he will say, I'm just not going to restand it. And I'm like, no, go ahead. Like I said, it's locals. I wanted to play the second to fullest. In the moment, I didn't realize I've messed up, so here I'm playing the Z extra card, which as a red player, as playing as red, you kind of said like, okay, cool. Explosive Dance is now active. Yeah, here I'm gesturing. Go ahead and restand it. It's fine. I think in this moment I was like, I don't know if I'm going to win this game anyways. So here we start with the swing with the leader. And I think I'm swinging at the Bardock right now. Yeah, here I combo up. I use the Whis' ability to get a combo. Pay it for 1 red energy. And he has a decision. You know, either I get to draw 2 cards or he crits a life. And ultimately, he's at 5 lives. He's going to crit the life. Part of me was hoping that he will allow me to draw cards because I just need to see more cards. The cards I have in my hand. I think I have like 2 Explosive Dance, 2 counters in my hand, and only 2 battle cards. I'm like, this isn't the greatest hand right now. Here I'm swinging. I declare, eventually will declare swinging to Unison. Just because I don't want him to... I think that Unison has like a minus effect, a -3 effect. I'm like, I'm just going to poke at it just in case. I don't want to focus on his life. He does use negate blocker on me. I swing to Whis just to kind of bait out the blocker as well, so he doesn't have to use the combo piece later. I can't remember if that's a 10k at the top of my head or not. I should know that. Here we're going to turn 4. Sitting at 3/3 life. We start with a double strike swing here. I do activate Explosive Dance here. But all of the fun leader stuff gets procced. I don't think he procced the Unison. I don't remember off the top of my head if the Unison is something you have to proc on the first swing, or you could choose to hold off on it. Cause I know it's not a once. It doesn't say once per turn on it. just when a said card attacks. But he attacks a leader here. He did move a Z card from to his drop on the attack. I don't remember that happening in the match, but looking back on the video, I was like, oh, he shouldn't have done that. He does crack in space time and then super combo, and I'm kind of switching like, yeah, there's not much I could do when it comes to comboing, so I might as well just take it and just hope I get something good here. And he still has got Overwhelm here. Yeah, Faint Green's really good. Warping card on play. It's a 30k. And he immediately swings with it as well. Super comboing. Getting the combo up to 40k. $45, using the leader's effect to combo 2 cards from underneath. I think I explained like you could do up to 2 cards. You could choose one. You could choose these 2 cards instead if you just make it easier. Which then puts it to 55. And keep in mind, in all of this, he still has 3 open energy. He still has the Unison board. And here I'm like, yeah, that's game. I can't. That's it. But yeah, even though I misplayed with Flying Nimbus, hope you all enjoyed today's matchup. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.